welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another reading vlog. In this video we are going to be reading hopefully multiple books, some recent releases. So there's been a lot of books that have been releasing in the past few weeks and I just want to read them. If you guys have these books on your TBR as well or on your radar and you want to see what I think about them, keep on watching and let's read together. Let's just get started and start with our first book, which I actually started last night. As you guys saw the first few clips, I started my current read, which is Destructively Mine by Kristen Bagaricci. This is the second book after Dishonestly Yours and I'm only 10% in, so I don't really have a book update yet. I'm gonna continue reading and hopefully bring an update soon. It is now the next day. I was able to read up until 27% as of right now. Last night, I could have read, but I was doing a binge of Ransom Canyon. I watched like 3 episodes. And then when I went to go read, I fell asleep. But yeah, I'm gonna have a productive day, try to get this book read, do my stuff. It seems like they're gonna be taking on a new job and it's a big one. And they need everyone to pull it off. And I think it's gonna be fun. So that's kind of what I'm into right now. I think they're at the beginning of wanting or deciding to start this new job, which should be interesting because they don't stay somewhere where they do a job, they always leave. But this is a place where they want to stay and live. Okay, I'm gonna go read now. This is the update. Okay, quick update. I have been making stickers all day, almost 4 p.m. Anyway, I've been reading Destructively Yours, but I've been doing the audiobook because I couldn't multitask. I'm watching the baseball game. There's a rain delay right now. I've made a bunch of stickers and I'm listening to the audiobook. So I'm about 40% into the book. And honestly, if you guys have read the Addicted series and if you like that whole sibling found family group, then you would probably like this series. Same author, so it's the same kind of dynamic. A group of 6 siblings. And in the first book, we didn't really get to see much of the group of the siblings. It was just the 2 best friends and Rocky, the older brother of one of the best friends. And in this book, they're all together. So you do get a lot more of them and them interacting and their jokes and all that. I mean, I'm enjoying it right now. I think the audiobook is kind of helpful. So I'm going to continue listening to it right now.
So brave, so bold. He gives me a concerned look like a big brother worried about his kid.
Hello, happy Tuesday. I'm back with a very much needed update. I'm 87% into the book and I'm going to be honest, I've just been doing the audiobook. I haven't really picked up my Kindle, and if I do, I just can't really concentrate. I don't think I'm really feeling this book. Thing has hooked me yet. I feel like book 1 was a lot more interesting for me. I don't feel like much is going on in this book, if I'm being quite honest. We are 87% into the book and I don't feel like there has been any action. But I will finish the book today. Actually, I have to do my nails. I have my nail tips on. I'm gonna be listening to the audiobook, but we'll see. I'm gonna go finish and hopefully we can start our next book later today. Oh my god. I am so confused. Okay. As soon as I picked up my book, it started picking up. And I think I just wasn't into the audiobook because I wasn't focusing. It was a little bit slow. The book itself was a little bit slow. Like, not much was going on. But now I feel like we're moving. Oh my god. I'm scared. I don't want to go to the next page. I really don't know what to expect. Oh my god. Okay. I have 50 minutes left in the book. I'm gonna finish it right now. I have to. Oh my god. Everything's happening so fast. Reveals, revelations, plot twist. I don't know. 34 minutes left. I just finished Destructively Mine. Let's talk about it. I think I'm gonna rate this book 3.5 stars. I'm really invested in this new series. I like the idea of them being con artists, and it's not your typical romance book. Like I said, I was a little bit more into the first book because of the romance. Main characters weren't together yet. There was that tension and like banter, a little bit of forbidden romance because he is her best friend's older brother. And then we start book 2, they're not together, and so book 2 was more focused on them starting a new job in this new town that they live in. But they find out that something is going on in this town their parents don't want them to know about. Like, that's kind of where the plot takes us. I like that we got the whole group together. All the siblings came to this town, and the ending, like the last 20% of the book, was when it started picking up. We started getting a little bit more details. I'm hoping that the next book will be a lot more entertaining. We did find out something at the end of book 2. I am going to be reading the third book once it releases. But for this book, we're rating it at 3.5. It was okay. We're done with book number 1 of this video. It's time to think about what we're going to read next. So my options for my next read, I have Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young. This book released in March. I also have Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. This is probably the newest release that I have. And then my last option is I have Passion Project on my Kindle. I could read this. I've heard really good things about that book. I'm gonna think about it since I just finished the book, and I'll come back with whatever book we start. Okay, so as you guys saw, I did end up starting Passion Project by London Sperry. I did end up starting that last night. This morning, it was storming outside, thunder and all. It was perfect. I was able to get to about 20% of the book. So I'm not that far in. Our main characters already met. We have our female main character. She met this guy. From what I can gather right now, our male main character is gonna help her find her passion, because at this point in her life, our female main character is not really thriving. She's been through some stuff in her life. She doesn't really have like a purpose in her life. There's nothing that she wakes up every morning, looks forward to. She doesn't have a career that she's invested in, and so she meets this guy, and that's kind of where I'm at. They agree to meet once a week, and I think this book might be a good one. I'm really liking the writing style. I'm liking the characters, and so I'm having a good time right now. I'm gonna go now. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update before I forget. Okay guys, I have a quick little book update. I haven't updated you guys in a couple days, but I've been slowly reading Passion Project. Actually, I haven't been reading it slowly. I just haven't been reading these past like 2 days. I've just been so busy, and so I'll only pick it up at night, fall asleep. Last night I tried to read a bit, and then this morning I've been listening to the audiobook while I get ready, and honestly now I'm at 70% of the book and I'm enjoying it so much more with the audiobook. I feel like the audiobook is really good. Right now I'm thinking this might be a really high rated book for me. I'm enjoying it so much and I can't wait. I think I'm at a point where I don't want to put it down. I just want to finish it because I want to read it, not because I want to finish it, get it over with, but because I want to read it. That's kind of the update for right now. Guys, I just got home. It is almost 1 a.m. Mind you, I was at a kid's birthday party. Tell me why I left and there was still kids running around. Aren't you guys supposed to be in bed? Like, I'm in bed by 9-10 p.m. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go take a shower, take my makeup off, brush my teeth, hop into bed, call it a night. Did not in fact finish Passion Project. We are so close to the end, so close. Okay guys, I literally just finished Passion Project and I want to chat. I really enjoyed the book. Like I mentioned, I was doing the Kindle read and then I switched to the audiobook for a bit. The audiobook really got me into the book and I was really invested, and then I finished it doing the Kindle read. But I think it was such a good story, a lot of romance. Like, it is a romance, but you also get our female main character is going through some stuff. I think she feels lost and she meets this guy. He is gonna help her like find her passion, which is the book title, Passion Project. They call it the Passion Project, and every week they're gonna go out and do something fun and he's gonna try to help her figure out what is it that she wants in life, you know? So you do get these moments between them and them being cute and hanging out, but you also get this other plot of her finding herself and finding out what is it that she wants in this life. And I really enjoyed that. I thought that was so cute. I really thought that this book had potential for a 5-star, but as I was reading it, especially at the end, kind of thinking it might go down a bit, maybe to like 4.5, just because I didn't like the way, like, something that happened in the end, or like how they handled it, I feel like could have been different. But like, I know that there has to be a third act conflict, but I just feel like the characters could have handled it differently, and if only they would just talk and figure it out, you know? But also I understand why the author did it this way, on how everything happened. It relates to our character and her finding herself and everything that she's been going through. It makes sense on why she is that way and why it all kind of happened that way. So I think I'm gonna rate this book a 4.5. That is my current rating. Don't know if I'll end up changing it by the time that I do my monthly wrap up, but it is time to move on to our next read. I don't know what I'm gonna read yet. I'm going on a trip. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it by the time that I'm leaving, and then that's probably my airplane read. I'm gonna think about it, see what I want to read next, and then I'll update you guys. I decided on my next read, my last read of this reading vlog, Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young. Some of you guys were probably excited to see me read Great Big Beautiful Life. I will be taking this with me on the trip. I'm gonna be filming a reading vlog, what I read on vacation. So this will be in that vlog. This is gonna be the last read of this reading vlog. I'm gonna start reading right now. I'm gonna try to get just a few chapters in before I get busy. I have a reading update. I'm not that far in, but basically they are married and they have been married for a long time. They got married very young. They were 19. They've known each other since high school. So our female main character is at a point in her life where she doesn't know who she is outside of Caleb. This causes some tension between them. Her best friend, Wynn, which she's a female main character in Out of a Limb, which I read that book a while ago. I remember really enjoying it. And so her best friend suggests going on this couples camping trip. It's a 7-day camping trip. Couples are meant to come back stronger. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Let's talk about Out of the Woods. So I got to page 72. Honestly, I thought I was gonna get to read a little bit more yesterday. My goal was to reach 100 pages. Almost, but not quite. I don't know. I'm getting worried I might not finish this for my trip because I don't want to bring a second book with me. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can and hopefully finish it. If not, I will do the ebook. Also, something that I wanted to mention about this book, it's interesting because our main character, she's at a point in her life where she doesn't feel like she has a purpose and doesn't feel like she doesn't know who she is outside of her husband. They married really young, nothing that she has accomplished on her own. And that reminded me a lot of my last read, which we read in this vlog, which was Passion Project. In that book, our female main character feels the same way. The male main character helps her kind of find her passion. It's just interesting to see 2 books in a row where the female main character is feeling the same way, trying to find themselves. I think that's really cool and really interesting to see because I feel like it's very common. I said this before, but the marriage in distress trope is one of my favorites just because you know there's so much love there, but there's some issues that need to be resolved, and seeing them love again and find each other again is just so beautiful. So I can't wait to get more into this and more into like them figuring everything out. Will not be finishing this tonight. I have it on my Kindle, so I think this is gonna be my airplane read. I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow on the plane. Reading blog update. Ask me how many pages I read on the flight. Zero. I read a bit while I was sitting at the gate. Once I got on the plane, I read nothing because I saw they had Wicked on the TV as a movie option. I've never watched it and I've been wanting to watch it, so I watched it and it took me the whole flight. I think I finished it like 5 minutes before we landed, so I watched Wicked. I finished Out of the Woods. I really enjoyed this book. I think it was so cute. I love this trope, the marriage in distress trope. I've said it a million times. I love it so much. I enjoy it every single time. Caleb and Sarah were absolutely adorable, and I really like the whole camping trip situation that they went on. So I think that was fun. But yeah, that is it for this video. A little bit longer than I expected, but I hope you guys enjoyed reading with me for a couple days. Now I'm on to my next book, which will be in a new reading vlog, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.